on this mileage unknown, we're actually working on a newer car. My 2010 Volkswagen CC has been sitting out here in the what's affectionately known as the junkyard. We got the Cornet sitting back there. We got the 69 and the rolled over 65 sitting there. And this is my 2010 Volkswagen CC. It's actually been sitting back here for probably about a month now, so it looks really dirty compared to how it normally does. And unfortunately, this is a really nice car, and it gets way better gas mileage than my truck, so I'd like to get it back on the road. Well, before it got parked, threw a check engine light for the mass airflow sensor. Sorry about the dog. And I replaced the mass airflow sensor. Then it threw another check engine light with a bunch of different codes, and they are pointing towards the PCV. So that's what we're going to replace today. I'm going to go ahead and get this one in the garage. So oddly enough, I'm in the car to pull it into the garage, and the check engine light's off. Maybe it fixed itself sitting outside. No, that's never the case. I do have a low washer fluid, and one of my lights is out, so I gotta fix that as well, but that'll be a different day. But interesting that the check engine light decided to turn off after just sitting out here for a month or so. I think we're still gonna replace the PCV valve anyway. Car's got 96,000 miles on it, and I'm sure we should do it, because my guess is I'd drive up the road and the check engine light would come right back on. So this is the engine in my 2010 CC. It's a 2.0 liter TSI turbo motor. And here is the PCV valve and the hoses. This is a kit that I got off of ECS Tuning online, and all of that lives under this cover. So I think we have to pull the cover, and I actually think we have to pull two coils, because the coils kind of nestle on the sides of this and make it hard to get to. But I'm just going to set up the camera and do some probably time lapse of us taking it apart and doing it. And if we come across any weird stuff or tips that we need to tell you, we will do it. All right, so I apologize for the shaky video in advance, because I didn't feel like putting this camera back in the gimbal. Plus, I don't know how good of an angle it had when we were first looking at everything. So we've got the new PCV valve in. There is a ton of bolts holding this bad boy down. We did need to remove the number 3 and 4 coil, I believe, to actually get the PCV out. To do the coil wiring, it was actually easier to remove the wiring from all 4. I mean, all in all, I think it took us maybe 15 minutes to do this, and considering we'd never done it before, it was pretty quick. The worst part, I would say, was this back hose on the PCV valve. Back here where it goes into that air tube, there's not a lot of room to pinch the fitting there to actually get it to release. And so luckily I had new hoses, because honestly I just broke those to actually be able to get that hose out easier, which it did. It pulled out almost immediately once I just snapped those. And I think part of it is because the heat shield right there is right up against that hose and just made it really hard. I'm hoping that actually takes care of my, well, not check engine light issue, because the check engine light went off. So but yeah, there's what the old one looks like inside, and hopefully we're good to go. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll put any of the I'll put all the codes that my car was throwing in the notes for this video, and hopefully it'll help somebody out. That's gonna be it for this mileage unknown.